Welcome to Lockie Creations, where I feature my fabulous crafty life. Hello and happy holidays, crafty friends. It's Lockie Creations. Today I'm going to be showing you my weekly Happy Planner style journal after I get this tree decorated. Hello, crafty friends. Merry Christmas and happy holidays. This is Lockie Creations, and I am coming to you with a quick journal layout spread. So it's the holiday season. Sit back, grab yourself some hot cocoa, and let's get going. I hope you are having a very happy, festive holiday. So, just sharing some crafts that I have done this holiday season. I have been neglecting my journal for the past couple months just because I've been actually doing things and it's been busy this holiday season. So, I have not shared a lot of journaling. So, that's what I wanted to do here today. Okay, so let's get going. So, I have my journal. And I did some writing just because I just hadn't done a lot of writing, so I did a couple writing pages. Nothing really that deep, just kind of things that I'm doing this season. Like I'm enjoying all the peppermint. I love anything peppermint, white chocolate, so all the wonderful peppermint hot chocolate, peppermint chocolate treats. That is a struggle for me to not be able to eat as much as I want to because I'm trying to just be more healthier. So that's a challenge. I've been enjoying all the Food Network cooking shows. Been enjoying all the Grinch things. So just wrote, did some little lighthearted writing in my journal about that. Okay. So let's get going. So I did, for the past week, I did a Christmas layout spread. So this is actually my first Christmas season holiday planner journal weekly spread. So earlier in the year, I got into doing the weekly spreads this way, using the Happy Planner Classic system, because it was just something that I like to have a dedicated space for each day of the week. But I started out really well when I started doing this back, I'd say maybe over the summertime. But then I kind of started neglecting it. I do still like this format of having the dedicated days of each week, but I found that I don't like the monotony of doing the same thing every day. So I did it I did it right up to my birthday in September. I was faithfully dedicated every day going in there journaling, but I don't know what happened. Like when my birthday came, I was having fun on my birthday, so I stopped doing my weeklies, and I would kind of go back to it here or there, but my little sad journal just stopped being documented every single day. So even this weekly spread, so to be honest, I did not do this spread until Friday, but you can see it's filled out for the whole week. So I've learned that you don't have to necessarily do it every day. It's good to do it every day. It's a nice little therapy tool. But if you don't do it every day, that's okay. You could do like I did. When you have time on the weekend, go back on the weekend and decorate. So that's what I did. So I'm going to just share some of the things that I did on this journal. First of all, I used a lot of stamps on this layout spread for this weekly planner journal. And I have a lot of Christmas products and stamps, so I just wanted to utilize some of those. So the first thing that I did was I did some stenciling of these snowflakes that you see in the top left and the bottom right. And what I used to achieve that, I actually have a die punch that I had punched out actually last year on a project, and I used the actual dies that I cut out on my die cut machine, but I did not use, I just kept this little scrap piece because I figured that's cute, I'll use it for something. And this actually made an excellent stencil, so I was able to actually use that for a stencil. So, you know, repurpose sometimes, even your scraps you can repurpose. So I actually use this as a cute little stencil, and that's how I got those snowflakes. And I did my snowflakes in red. I would normally probably do those in blue or in white, but because I'm doing this is my first Christmassy spread, I wanted to use the traditional red and green Christmas color, so that's why I did my snowflakes in red. It's my layout. If I want red snowflakes, I can have red snowflakes. It's my journal. It's my journal, my planner. Okay, so I use these other stamps that I got from Michael's or Joanne somewhere, and of course I had everything laying out so nicely next to me. And then as I started trying to fiddle around with my camera, stuff got away from me, but that's okay. I just used some Christmassy stamps to stamp in. So this little silver bells here, I used a stamp set to do that, and I just colored it in. Sorry, I went outside the lines. Colored it in with some, with the silver. I had a silver gel pen and just some red paint marker. I stamped the Happy Holidays. That was in the same set as that bell, as well as this cute little Christmas snow globe. Those are all within the same stamp set. So I stamped that. Also, just to be cohesive, I stamped another one of the bells on my second page down at the bottom here. So did some stamping. So I also have these little cute stamps. I think I got these from Michael's a couple years ago. So they have these little tiny little Christmas stamps in here. Christmas and New Year season, winter. Really, really cute. I think I only paid a couple dollars for these. And honestly, I didn't like them the first time I used them because, so the one thing that those stamps do, they are little block stamps. And so the block stamps, as you can see, like right here, when I stamp this little Christmas tree, you gotta be careful because if you have any ink on the side, and it's kind of with any stamp, really, but for some reason those, because they aren't very deep stamps, it's easy to get that little residual part on the side. So you can see sometimes you get that little extra, but that's not a big deal. Like some of them, the Holly Jolly, I stamped it perfectly right here, so I might have got a little bit on the side. But anyway, you can see, you just have to be careful when you're using those kind of stamps. So to that point, I wanted to share a little hack that I do when I'm using stamps. And this works really, really well, especially with, you know, those kind of stamps, but this really, really works well with the acrylic type of stamps. So when you have packaging that you get from different things, this one actually came from a cell phone case.
This is a reminder.
Alexa, stop. Sorry about that, Alexa, in my video. Anyway, when you have these little, like, I bought a cell phone case or some cell phone wallet, and these little foam things come out of there. These things are in a lot of different stuff that you buy, but I actually hold on to these because these make perfect backing for doing your acrylic stamps. So all I do is I'll place the pad in the back. I will grab my stamp block, and see I got everything laid out all nicely with the stamp block. And now my stamp block is going away. I was going to demonstrate this, but it has walked away from me, but that's okay. You get the point. When you stamp it, it kind of gives that resistance, and it lets you kind of, so it just gives you a cleaner stamp when you stamp on. I can kind of show you with this one. I don't have any ink, but you do your stamping, it just gives you a cleaner stamp, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. So that's a little hack with any of these little styrofoam, I guess this is called, or foam little pieces that you get out of stuff. Hold on to a few of those. Don't hold on to all of them, because then you'll be hoarding stuff and have too much mess like I have. But just hold on to a couple of them. and they come in handy. Okay, so I use those stamps also to add some of the words. So I have the Merry and Bright, I have little snowflakes, Holly Jolly, I have the little Christmas trees, another Merry and Brights over here. I just stamped across to kind of give, you know, some cute color. And I used a combination of Distress Oxides. I used ink pads, as well as even just paint markers if I wanted to like get variation in color. Okay, so I used that. Okay, so another thing that I used, and I thought this is also a great hack for, so we all get these this time of year. You get these mailings in from all the stores, right? Well, these stores sometimes have very cute images. For instance, Ulta. So I have one from Ulta that had this cute little saying on it, "You're the sparkle," and it's Ulta. And so I actually got some of these to use for gift cards also, to make like little gift card holders. But you can get these just from the mailings. And so I have these happy planner, what do you call these things? These happy planner, I guess box punches, the weekly punches. So they have the size that, since I'm using the classic happy planner size here, they have the blue one that's the size of the classic happy planner. So it's physically the same exact size that you'll need for these boxes. If you have the classic one, if you use the happy planner big, this big one, the pink one, is for the big happy planner. I bought them both because I use them both because, again, I don't always use the same happy planner size. I like to have variety in my layout. I might want to put a big one in the small box. So anyway, I have both of those. So what I did was I went to that little Ulta mailing that I got, and I just punched out that little thing that says, "You are the sparkle." And isn't that cute? That was just a cute addition to add that "You are the sparkle" to my layout. Now this one was obviously a more of a landscape, oblong side, so I didn't do it up and down. But here you can see right here in this box, I actually had I had some leftover Christmas paper, so I just stamped it and put it in that box, and you can see it is the perfect size. I did the same thing with these little Christmas stockings down here. So that's one way that you can use your leftover scrap paper just to decorate your page some more, as well as these mailings. So I want to demonstrate this one. I got this one. This is actually a Victoria's Secret pink one. And so this time of year, the ladies in all their bras, but these two right here, these two actually spoke to me, and I want to use these two. So I'm just gonna, sorry little lady, I gotta rip the head off here, but I don't need her. I actually want to get these two images because those are going to be great for my journal. So I'm thinking with these, because both images are a little bit larger, I'm going to do the big size just to kind of show you how you can use these mailings to get some embellishments. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do, and my scissors have just totally walked away from me as well. Don't you love it when you have all your stuff laid out beside you and you start to get ready to use it and you start to try to grab it and stuff is not there? That's annoying. But that's okay, because I'm just gonna, because this has the it's the fold, I'm just gonna fold it over. Just gonna fold it over just to be able to easily remove that you know, that image. What I'm trying to say, I can't even talk today. Okay, and I ripped that a little bit, that's okay. I can easily just tape that with a little bit of tape over it. And know who's gonna know? Who's gonna know? They won't know. You'll know because I just told you. Anywho. Voila, just as good as new. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my big box punch, Happy Planner box punch, And I'm going to just eyeball it. Now, this one has some words, but I'm not going to worry about that because I can easily cover that up with a sticker. Or, here's yet another hack. I can use whiteout. So I have, and of course, where are they when I need them? It was just right here. It disappeared on me. Somewhere I have whiteout, little whiteout runners. And I can just white that out. But let's just cut it. I just want to show you the cutting for now. Because my whiteout has walked away. Like all my other products do. Anyway, let's just cut it out. Okay. And again, I'm using the big punch for this. So maybe I'll do one with the big and one with the small just to show you the difference. Okay, so let me see. I want the lady. Now, I noticed the lady's knee is kind of slightly over. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab my, I'm just going to grab my X-Acto knife a little bit and just trim a little bit off over here just so I can, because I don't want to cut the lady's knee off, basically, is what I'm saying here. So I'm just going to cut that out a little bit with my, just so I can get a better, more precise cut of what I want, okay? And I probably actually just cut it out, so I kind of defeated the purpose of my demo here. That was a rookie mistake. Let's do the other one, guys. Sorry, I'm just all over the place. Okay. This one, I think I'm gonna, there's little Christmas trees at the bottom of this one, which makes it really cute. So I was trying to save that, but I think I want to do, I was going to try to do the small one, but I'm just going to do it like this. Now, of course, you may have to adjust like the length or whatever, but just for demonstration purposes, just going to punch this out in my box planner. And voila, look. Now I have a perfect little embelly that I can use on my page. So this is how you can use some of these mailings that you get to make some little cute dies, okay? So there's that one. Okay, so now the other thing that I did on this particular spread, I used my little thermal printer. And this I use probably like in practically every journal that I do, because I love that you can go online and you can find little stuff and you can print it out. It's going to print in black and white, but that's okay. If you want color, you can use something like this. I have the HP Sprocket. This is actually a little picture 3x2, I think, size printer. So it actually prints out pictures. You can print pictures from your cell phone. You can also print out stuff like from the web or whatever if you just want something in color. The only difference is this, the film is a little bit more expensive, so I usually only use this one for pictures just because, you know, I don't want to be buying film just to get a picture from Google. I can go color print that off my regular printer. But anyway, these are handy because they sync from your cell phone. This one uses the HP Sprocket app, and this one just uses it. This particular version, it uses this Tiny Print app. The one thing I will say about my HP Sprocket, I love it, but I researched, so when I bought this, I researched the HP Sprocket, and I also researched the, what's the other one that's real popular right now? And one of the reasons I bought this Sprocket versus the, I forget which brand the other one is, but I like the Sprocket. It has better picture quality, but on the downside, nobody sells the film. So that was part of the reason why I chose this one, because it would be easier to get the film, but however, nobody sells the film. And so I saw a hack on the internet that says, if you save these little cards, the little blue cards that come in these things, you can use some of the other film, but that hasn't worked for me. I tried to do that and bought some of the the ones that Target has. Target has the other brand, and most of the other places has what is the Canon Ivy? That's the other one. Everybody sells the film for Canon Ivy, Nobody sells the film for the HP Sprocket. That's so annoying. So I usually have to order, at least I have not found anywhere, any local stores that sells the HP Sprocket film. So I have to go to Amazon to buy them. So that's the only thing. I have to keep stockpiled some so I never run out. But if you have the Canon Ivy, you can just run to Target. Now I think Walmart may, I think one time I might have found something at Walmart for this one, but I don't know. It's just really hard to find these in the store. So that's the only difference. So in my opinion, the HP Sprocket prints a little bit better quality, but it's harder to find the film. So if you're looking for something that you want to just be able to run to the store and buy a pack of films, the Canon Ivy seems to be the more popular one that's in store. But I do love my little purple sprocket. In fact, that's the name of it, my purple sprocket. Okay, anyway, so I'll print out a picture on this in a bit just to kind of demonstrate how that works. But for this little thing that I printed out right here that says, "Don't fill your head with worries." So here's a hack. There is an app, I have Android, and there's an app in Android called Hand Lettering, and it will allow you to, like, you could print out little sayings that are pre-populated, or if you want your own, say, song lyrics or something else, but you want it in a nice font, you can use that app to get this nice little font. And so I'll do that. I'll save it down to my Tiny Print app and print it on my thermal printer. So this one I actually used their randomizer just to get a random quote, and it gave me the "Don't fill your head with worries." Isn't that true? Don't do that. So that was a cute, I just stuck it on my journal. So this again was just, I did all of this in one night just because I didn't have time every night to go in and put my daily little journaling. But I did add some little things that were relevant to that day. For instance, you know, I had an audit on Wednesday and the audit went very well. It was a big success. So I was able to just write in that box, "Yay, my audit was a big success. And thank you, Lord." You know, okay. So here I also used so if you have the Happy Planner system, or you don't have to have the Happy Planner just to use this, you can actually buy these supplies and use them in the Happy Planner. So I bought this set a few months ago, where with Happy Planner they have these what do you call them? They are, I guess you call them, what do you call the things? I can't even talk today, I think. They are little stencil templates. Jeez, I can't even talk. Stencils. So it came in the pack of 2 and it has basically the lines for doing checklists, and it says check it off. And the other one, again, is right here next to me somewhere, but it has walked away, so I'm not going to worry about it. But I actually did a couple of these checklists using this stencil. And I like these because as you saw me just rip it out of my journal, it has the perforated classic Happy Planner size little tabs that you can keep that inside your journal and use it. So I use that. I use the one with the circle. This one has a square, but basically to create those little check boxes. So I added some of those there as well. And one of them I did is a to-do list. The other one I did is a reminder. Obviously, I didn't fill out that day in advance, so the reminders were not just something that I had pre-populated, but that's okay. It's another way to kind of set up your layout in advance. Okay, the other thing that I did on this layout, washi tape. Always like washi tape. So here I use some red metallic washi tape with a little bit of gold. These little dots right here was actually the top of this little box here, and I just stuck it down there just for some more interest there. This little thing, this little candy cane looking stripe, I actually made a little tag, and that was actually from a box of candy. It literally was, it was from a box of, what kind of candy was this? Oh, these cookies. These were these cookies. Oh my God, they were so good. I shouldn't even been eating them, but I got these cookies from, I think, Marshall's, and they were peppermint thin bark cream cookies with peppermint all over them. Oh my, they were like Oreos too. They were good Oreo cookies too. yeah, I just gotta try to find some more of them because they were the bomb. But anyway, I just used their packaging, you see, with that little candy cane look to put in my journal. And that will remind me, I need to write something about how good these cookies were. I actually need to probably put this part with the cookies in here somewhere because those cookies were bomb. But anyway, so yeah, that was my weekly spread. Anything else on here that I did? So sometimes just to add interest, I will turn sideways like I did this one. So happy that my daughter made it home. Beyonce, yay, she home. Okay, so I just wrote that. And I just wrote it sideways just to give it interest. One of the things that I did do, I got this pen. I think this one actually came from Family Dollar General. It's an oh no, this one Dollar Tree, INC, Dollar Tree brand. So it's an INC metallic gel pen. And it writes in this pretty rose gold color. So I thought that was just pretty. I've been using that for this week because it just, the rose gold blended well with my Christmas reds and golds. So I've been using that. And then I'll use some green ink also with that pen I did get, I think, from Joann's. But again, it has walked away from me. So one of the things that I do, like in advance, if I know I'm going to do a Christmas theme and I'm going to use reds, greens, and golds, so I go through for the week and I'll pick out like red pens, green pens, gold pens, pick out some stamps that are that color, some ink pads that are that color, some paper that are that color, just so that I can build a little kit for the week so that these are the colors that I'm using this week, so I can quickly grab those real easily. Okay, so yeah, that's this week's Christmassy spread. So I still have room to write about today. I do plan to write more. That's why I used my my correction tape, whiteout tape, to take out the line here because I know I want to write something today and I wanted to leave myself some space to write. So in little tiny font, and as a matter of fact, hey, the day has started, so I'm just going to start now. This day has started out on a positive note. I fed the bunnies some carrots and lettuce. Wolfie was so cute and came up to me as soon as I opened the curtain. Cece is usually the one who greets me, so it was a nice treat to have Wolfie greet me this time. And you see, I'm just writing a random little memory that happened today. That's all. Sometimes it gotta be lighthearted as that. And look, see, I wrote it in super tiny font. And then I got some room to write anything else that evolves throughout the day. So sometimes it can be just that lighthearted, fun, simple. You don't have to write like, oh, my life is falling apart. It don't have to be something stressful. It can be some just cute little memory that you put in your journal. And there you go. So, hope you enjoyed this video. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and have a wonderful, happy holiday. In the next video, I'll do my next week's spread. I think I want to go with I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what color scheme. But it's going to be Christmassy. Okay. Merry Christmas. Bye.